Alright everyone, and welcome to another week of League Racing highlights. And as always, timestamps are in the description below. But first up we've got the 18th round then of the season in Formula Xbox, and fourth to last round, and it is the is it? I can't remember now if it's round 18 or not. I think it might be, but it's the fourth to last round anyway, and it is the United States Grand Prix then at Austin. And now finally then, with the tyre wear glitch fixed, so everyone, it seems, well, most people anyway, qualifying on the super soft tyres here. And it is great that it's finally fixed, and we're going to then knowing that there's no sort of difference in tyre wear depending on what tyre you start on. So we may see more varied strategies, although it may be more everyone just does starts on the softest tyre and goes from there. But we'll have to see sort of how things play out in races now then, because it is going to make things a lot more different to how it was, where it's only just qualifying the middle tyre and then you had a pretty straightforward race in terms of tyre wear. It's going to be interesting to see how different strategies play out now, and if people still actually do try and use the middle tyre like to qualify on, because that may still be a benefit at some tracks, but we'll have to wait and see. And it's almost in a way sort of made the game brand new then again for League Racing. And you can see actually rain was forecasting. It started to rain just there, just as we were coming into the final corner, but wasn't enough time to spoil our best lap there, and we do improve to 7th place. And it was RBZ who took pole then from Commando, and Liam in 3rd. Hickey was racing this week then, which was the first time in a couple of weeks, I think. And he is in 10th there, so hopefully some double points for us today then. And we've got the lights coming on now then. And away we go then, in Austin. And already getting the pace because someone didn't make it, but we just have a big snap of oversteer. Well, just lost of traction, I guess, off the line. And that has just put us back straight away then, just as it did in Japan, but at least no damage and seemingly no lag this time, as Devil and Worthy have gone all over the place there in the first few corners, as we're going through SRL Monster there, which isn't ideal, we're back up to 11th place then, but that is just a terrible start for us then, and not something that really happens often at starts. They just lit up the race completely, pulling away from the line. Didn't seem like I was over anything, because I've been sort of trying to manage that sort of like the throttle application at the start, trying to get the optimum RPM, which I do feel it makes a slight difference, but I don't really know. It certainly didn't seem to help there anyway. But we're in behind K Gibbs then, and this race, it is, I think, a pretty straightforward race in terms of strategy. Actually, I was saying about we may see different strategies, but if you start on super soft, it is quite easy here to do 2 super soft stints and then go on to softs at the end. So there's going to be a lot of that, I think. But heading now then through, and just a massive lag spike there for everyone, and my car was just happened to be the one that got blown up. So that's race over then, and I did have a lot of replay cams and stuff, like good overtakes and things like that, but I'm not going to include that in this video. I will put a link to it in the description because it is on my channel already unlisted. But that's 2 points and 2 races and no points now then. RBZ takes the win from SRL Alpine from 18th on the grid there, and Case Legend from 20th to 3rd, so very good drives from them to get on the podium. And Hickey 9th in the end then, and that result puts RBZ within touching distance now of the championship. He could wrap it up in Mexico, and with us scoring no points now for 2 races, that is looking like 3rd place may well be out of our reach, and in fact our 4th place could be in jeopardy now. But very short one for this week. As I said, the link for the obviously the overtakes and stuff from other people during this race are in the description. But that is it then for this week's Formula Xbox. Moving on then to the Apollo League, and we're on to rounds 9 and 10 of the season today then, and there's been some changes to the calendar. I mean, obviously it would normally be Austria here, but that has been pushed back very slightly, and we've got the British Grand Prix today then, and following that we've got Germany instead of Hungary to follow Silverstone. So yeah, we've got this one first up then. Usually a track I enjoy, although on this game hasn't always been too great for me really, but we did actually win this one in season 1 of Apollo. That is one that I just never got around to uploading, and yeah, it wasn't a particularly great race, to be honest. I was running second for quite a lot of it, and James, who was in the lead, just disconnected, and that just gave it to us really. So yeah, it was quite a lucky win first time out. I mean, we were up in second on merit, I guess, but yeah, we were sort of handed the final position there at the end to give us the race win. But yeah, obviously hoping to win again here today then, and yeah, try and get some good points in, because if we get good consistent points this season, then chances are you're probably leading the championship. And yeah, it really has been that kind of season where no one has really broken away yet and got themselves a nice lead in the championship. But yeah, we cross the line then, we go provisionally second, but we'll go all the way down to 9th by the end of the session, unfortunately. With CK taking the pole position then from Azar in second, and Sinan was third. My teammate Sir Lane there just in front of me in 8th. So yeah, once again we're lining up next to each other on the grid then. And yeah, we'll see how the race goes then, as we are on the grid now then, waiting for the start, and the lights are coming on. And away we go then, and it is not a great start from us there, to be honest, as yeah, it seems that the people in front of us pulled away as into turn 1 then pretty much flat out there, and then once again just another lag thingy, and it's 2 races now and 2 lag incidents on lap 1, and I mean, we're still going this time, but front wing damage, and that it means we're definitely going to have to pit, because the whole right hand side of our front wing is missing. And yeah, we got away with it better than Feely did, at least, because he ended up with a right rear puncture from it. As we see another incident there involving, I'm not even sure who that was, I think it might have been James and maybe Hickey. But yeah, into the pits we come then. DLT also missing a front wing there, and he'll be pitting as well. Feely there still navigating Beckett's, I think, with that puncture. So yeah, that was massively unfortunate for him. Yeah, it just seemed like his car lagged back into me, so I wasn't even expecting him to have had damage. But yeah, what do you expect really, as co-masters. And out of the pits we come then, we're going on to the hard tyres. They should get us to the end of the race, but I'll see from here it really felt like this was race over, and unless there were a load of incidents up in front, that we were just going to be nowhere near, because yeah, we had the long pit stop there, and yeah, onto the slowest of the 3 tyres then. Out of the pits we come in 12th position then, and we will skip now into lap 6, where we do actually catch a few people when they pit, and Roadrunner there's gone off in a very unusual place, and that puts us up to 11th. And then I think CK had a drive-through penalty, and also Alex pitted, so that gains a few places. We see James across the grass there in Beckett's, and me and Callum both having to take avoiding action there as he came back across. But yeah, that gets us another place, and then we're now lining up Callum then into Stowe. And he moves over to the middle of the track, but we have enough space on the inside to get up the inside. And yeah, it looks like he got a bit hung out to dry on the marbles there, and we're up into 7th position. And yeah, we managed to hold back James then all the way until the final lap. And yeah, we were doing a good job, I think, to hang on to this one as he was on the medium tyres. He dives at the inside then. We're going to try and hang out here and get a good drive on the outside. And yeah, he had a sort of a more acute angle there, so that sort of helped us. He does have DRS, but we really want to try and keep this place if we can. Obviously, this is a bit of a frosty rivalry now then, since that collision in Monaco, as he does get through there, but then we dive back into left field and sort of trying to hang him out to dry there on the outside. And it sort of does work, but it also kind of doesn't, because he gets a great run now then down the old pit straight towards Cops Corner. And I think we should be alright here to take a normal line, and indeed we are. It's very hard to pass someone there unless you literally are side by side with them already. So yeah, through Maggots and Beckett's, and for the final time you can see we're just about on the limit with our fuel, and yeah, we've got like sort of one final blast here then to use a bit, as Azar has taken the win, but still going on here for 7th place. James has got the DRS then, and he'll have one final luck as well into Vale. So yeah, we don't get the best drive there actually out of Stowe, maybe a little bit too cautious there. We're going to go right with the inside liner to stop him down at the inside, but he goes to the outside, and yeah, we couldn't force him out there for Club, and he now gets the inside line, and he's going to take it. I think he comes back across, we damage our front wing slightly across the line. And that was just like Hamilton and Massa in 2011. I couldn't believe it really. We held him off for about 5 laps there, and then he just managed to get us right at the end. But yeah, Azar takes the win then from Frozen Gamer in 2nd, and Sinan was 3rd. Jack Spar in 4th from 14th, and yeah, my teammate was 5th then. So yeah, some double points at least for the team. And yeah, we're going to now move on then to Germany. And yeah, this was one that last season went quite terribly for me, if I remember right, because I had a pretty bad sort of, again, lag thing going. Sort of, it's quite different though from sort of the stuff we've been seeing here though. It was kind of like my screen kind of froze for about 5 or 10 seconds, and then I came back and my front wing was a mess, if I remember correctly. It was a weird kind of race like that, a lot of like screen freezes. But yeah, we come to the end of our lap then. The 1:15.035. We do have time for one more run though after that, and we carry on then. And look at that, we set the exact same time, 2 laps in a row, so that was pretty impressive there, even if the position wasn't, because it was only 10th. And yeah, we've got what's coming on now then in Germany. And away we go then, and yeah, we've got a pretty decent start. In fact, no, we haven't, because Stealth Aquas has come charging through there and nearly sent us straight into the pit wall. But we get a good turn 1 there though, and slipped past him and whoever it was who we started alongside there. But yeah, I think it was Azar who took pole then in this race with, I'm not even sure because I skipped through the quality results so quickly here. But yeah, we've got CK there who crashed off. I think I kind of missed that there. But yeah, he had a bit of a weird lag thing, I think, that happened. And actually a safety car comes out. There's, I actually think he carried on, but he just had front wing damage. So yeah, the safety car comes out then at the end of the first lap. And we do use this chance then to pit. We're going to go on to the medium tyres until the end of the race. My strategy actually told me to pit at the end of lap 4 anyway, to go on to medium tyres. So it seemed to make sense to just come in and do that pit stop now. As yeah, we get a good stop there, and we actually get released before Brandon there, who was in the pits just in front of us, so that's good for us then. Out of the pits we come then. It looks like James did the same strategy there. I'm not sure if someone else did or not. But yeah, we're back racing again then, and in fact Azar made the same mistake as he did in Baku, I think, and didn't come in. Or, well, I don't know what that was really, but Frozen Gamer did the same, and so they're down at the back somewhere, and they'll be coming back through. But yeah, it is Sinan then who leads the way from our teammate, and there's Callum in 3rd, and then it's James, me and Hickey and Brandon there, all on the same strategy then to the end of the race. So we'll see how this all plays out then. I think Sinan's going to try and bolt at the front and then come back through on the sauce near the end. So we've got Hickey then diving up our inside into the hairpin. We get hung out to dry there, and yeah, we managed to not lose a place to Feely, and we do actually get a good drive then through this towards turn 7 and turns 8, and Hickey was just across the grass. I'm not sure what that was all about. And then we back at the inside, we now hang him out to dry, and actually Feely does get through that time, and yeah, we maintain our 5th position then. Sinan did pit on the end of lap 7, I think, and we're now closing up to the back of our teammate and also Callum then, who are still on their super soft tyres. We dive up the inside of Callum then into turn 8, and through we go into 3rd position then, with James actually now running off at the front. So we're going to have to try and pass our teammate quite quickly if we can, as he actually started on the medium tyres then, so that was interesting from him. I'm not sure why he did that, but hasn't really worked out with that safety car, I guess, and he did actually let us through there. So yeah, that was nice of him to do that, and that allows us to now go after James if we can then for the rest of this race on the same strategy. But yeah, a couple of laps later then we've actually got Frozen Gamers then, who gave himself all to do really by pitting late under the safety car, but he's coming back now then as we actually lock up into the hairpin. That's going to allow him to get the switch back on us then, and it looks like he is alongside, but we do have a pretty good drive then considering we were out of shape in the hairpin. and we do start the inside line then for turn 8. Up the inside, he does pinch us to the curb there a little bit, but it's nothing too major, and he is through into second. And I believe Azar actually had some sort of incident which has put him well out of contention then, so we won't have to be worrying about him then for this podium place. But we do actually come back at Frozen Games now then, both on the medium tyres. We're going to go to the outside this time then, but we couldn't quite do what he did, and he took at the racing line there, and yeah, that's got him second position then. We weren't able to catch him back up after that, and James took the win then. Frozen Game, we couldn't quite catch him at the end there, and we are going to cross the line and to take a podium, so it's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I was actually quite happy that I might even score points in both of these races really after that Silverstone start. But in the championship then, it is Frozen Gamers now then who takes over the lead from Sinon in second. We are about 20 points back, I think, so yeah, still very much open in this championship, I think. But that is it for them for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.